भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता
संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा, ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता
शील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी, वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे, परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
तरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं ममितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
जय श्री कृष्ण। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। With immense joy and Divine blessings. I, Priyanka Tiwari, extend a heartfelt welcome to all the respected mentors, trainers, devotees, and dear Gita learners present here today. May today's session fill our hearts with devotion, our minds with wisdom, and our lives with the light of dharma and seva. मातृवात्सल्यम् अमृतस्य धारा मातृकृपा जीवनस्य आधार यस्याः चरणयोः स्वर्गो वसति तस्यै जनन्यै शतशः प्रणाम. Once again, a warm and soulful welcome to everyone. If no sounds, use headphones or increase volume. Chat disturbance, mute all notifications. Audio breaking, check internet, switch to Wi-Fi. Screen not visible, click start video. Blurry screen, change network. Zoom disconnecting, watch on YouTube. Zoom closed, rejoin via meeting link. Now, with great respect and devotion, I would like to invite Dipti Santosh Kuteji for the prayer. Dipti ji belongs to Chandrapur, Maharashtra. She has completed MSc in Electronics and MBA in Finance and HR and retired from SBI as a cash officer. She has been associated with Geeta Pariwar since January 2022 and is beautifully offering her seva as an anchor, co-trainer in L2, GC in L4 and Tech in Jail Batch L3. We humbly request Dipti ji to begin this divine session with her soulful prayer and fill the atmosphere with devotion and positivity. Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Thank you so much, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna to all. Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the beautiful and soulful prayer. We are truly grateful for your heartfelt offering at the lotus feet of the Lord. Jai Shri Krishna Didi. Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. Now I would like to respectfully invite Rajeshwari Viji for the Deep Prajwalan ceremony. Rajeshwari ji is from Bangalore and holds a degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. She joined Geeta Pariwar in January 2023 and began her seva journey as a tech assistant. Since then, she has gracefully served in various roles including host, trainer, GC and also in the adding department. Currently, she is offering seva as a trainer for L4, L2 and Kids batch. We request Rajeshwari ji to light the lamp and illuminate this auspicious gathering with the light of wisdom and spirituality. Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृताम् कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you so much for the graceful Deep Prajwalan. With the lighting of this sacred lamp, the entire atmosphere has been illuminated with divine energy, wisdom, and positivity. May this auspicious light continue to guide us on the path of dharma and devotion. Jai Shri Krishna. A new L1 batch has been started in Geeta Pariwar and registrations are still open. Those who wish to begin their beautiful journey of learning Bhagavad Gita are warmly welcome to join this divine opportunity. Do join and encourage your family and friends as well. Today, we are truly blessed to have amidst us a graceful personality devoted to Gita Prachara Sanskara Vistara. Respected Shraddha ji Raodeo Didi, a disciple of Param Pujya Swami Sri Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj, walking steadfastly on the path of Karmarne Vadhikaraste with devotion and dedication. Serving as the president of Geeta Pariwar Bhaginagar, Hyderabad, she has transformed seva into sadhana and leadership into humility. From the second batch of OGC since August 2020, her journey has been one of the tireless contribution and divine commitment. Whether it be the first ever jail classes at Learngeeta, where seekers memorized 12 chapters of the Gita, or the strong foundation of the monitoring team, her every effort echoes Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. Currently leading the proofreading team for literature publication in 13 languages and serving as a Vivechak in Gita Sanstha classes. She continues to illuminate countless lives with scriptural wisdom for more than a decade. She has been nurturing young minds with Bal Sanskar, instilling values of dharma, devotion, and patriotism. Truly living the spirit of Vidya Dadati Vinayam, an engineer by qualifications, a team lead by profession, but above all, a sevika by heart. Her personality beautifully reflects Nirahankarita, Seva Bhava, Gita Nishtha. So, with folded hands and hearts filled with reverence, let us welcome respected Shraddhaji Raodeo Didiji with a grand round of divine vibrations and humbly invite her to shower upon us the nectar of Gita wisdom from the middle portion of the 18th chapter, Moksha Sannyas Yoga. Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna. Let us begin with a small prayer to Guruji and Shri Krishna ji. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Krathitam Purana Muninam Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaധ്യായിനീം Amba Tvamanusandadhami Bhagavad-gītē Bhavatveshinim. Om Shri Gurave Namah, Shri Krishnaya Namah. So from past few sessions, we are on a beautiful journey of going through this Ekadhyayi Gita. It's a beautiful summary of all the shlokas that we have learned so far that Shri Krishna has been will be giving us. Till now, we have seen a lot of important things, a lot of things about jnana, karma, karta, how there are 3 types of karma, 3 types of karta, 3 types of jnana, and all very important things Shri Krishna has described. One very important takeaway that we have seen in the last session is everything that is around us, all the characteristics, where it is jnana, karma, karta, everything that is going around with us, everything that has originated from Prakriti, from the nature, has 3 categories. Either it will be sattvic, it will be rajasi, or it will be tamasi. There is nothing that is free of these 3 elements. There is nothing that is free of these 3 gunas, free from these 3 gunas, and in some quantity, all 3 of them will always be in each of the things around us and each of the actions. Further, today what we are going to, then we have also seen last time how the Chatur Varna has been described by Shri Krishna. What are the important karmas of Vaishyas, Shudras, Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, all these things we have seen. Kshatriyas, what are the, how their karma is decided, how owing to their nature, owing to their swabhav, owing to their inborn characteristics, how each one of them will continue doing their karma, we have seen in earlier sessions. And we were at a point where Shri Krishna is talking about what is the siddhi, how we achieve a siddhi by doing our own karma. So till now, before learning Bhagavad Gita, most of us have this notion that siddhi is something that we attain by doing tapa or meditation in some forest, in some mountains. But that is not how it is. We can achieve siddhi, we can achieve that perfection even by doing our regular duties. That's a very important lesson that we take away from Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. So let us look at this shloka number 45. Sve, this we've already covered last year, but we'll continue from there. Sve sve karmanya bhiratas samsiddhil labhate naraham. Swakarma niratas siddhi yatha vindati tachrunu. What Shri Krishna is saying, Sve Sve Karmanya Bhiratas. Abhirata in what means? In doing his own duties, whatever you are meant to do. If one as a teacher is expected to teach, one as a soldier is expected to protect the country. Doing his own karma, doing his own duty, a person can get what? Samsiddhil labhate nara. He can attain the siddhi. What is siddhi? Attain a state of perfection where, see, there is nothing happens in a day. Today we start learning Bhagavad Gita, tomorrow we get moksha. That kind of notion is wrong. There are going to be stages. In the last few sessions, somebody had asked this question. So I don't want this, I want moksha directly. It doesn't happen like that. It has to happen in stages. We have to attain a perfect state to be able to get united with the Brahma. How to attain that state? Those few stages is what we are going to learn today, what we are going to try to understand today. So by first here what Shri Krishna is telling is, following our own karma, following what is meant for us, we can try to achieve that perfection, that siddhi. Swakarma nirata siddhi yatha vindati tachrunu. Now listen to me. What you are going to get? Samsiddhi. The biggest accomplishment of this human life is getting this type of siddhi, this kind of perfection. Why we say so? Animals cannot achieve this. What will be their karma? The normal karma. They cannot increase or improve their actions, or they will not be able to do anything like papa punya to make their own upliftment. This is possible in human life. So trying to attain this siddhi would be the biggest accomplishment, biggest aim of the human life. How that will be achieved further, Shri Krishna has described. Yatah pravrittir bhutanai yena sarvamidam tatam swakarmana tamabhyarcha siddhim vindati manavaha. Yatah pravrittir bhutana. Now, from where have all the creatures originated? Pravrittir bhutanam, pravrittihi. Bhutanam pravrittihi means the origin of all the creatures, not only just the creatures, but everything that we see, from where it has originated, from God. Yena sarvamidam tatam, everything has originated from Him, but at the same time, He is present in everything. So when we talk about the Creator, that, this notion about, suppose a potter creating a pot, that kind of creation is not done by God. He is not just created. Why I'm saying he is not, it's not just a potter case, because a potter creates a pot, the potter is distinct from the pot, isn't it? But he is not present everywhere. How a mud is being used, mud is present in all the pots. He is also the creator. He is also present. Yena sarvamidam tatan. He is also present in everything. And we have to understand everything that is being done should be offered back to Him to attain the siddhi or the perfection. So, swakarmana tamabhyarcha. The word here that is being used is abhyarcha. It is, we do archana. Abhyarchana, such a beautiful word has been used. We worship him by what? Deeds. We all do puja at home. When we do puja, what we do? We will offer flowers, Bel Patra to Shivji, Tulsi to Vishnuji. We'll offer flowers. What do we offer to God? The flower or the leaf which they like the most. Whatever we are offering, for some people, people go and offer what? Oil to Shani Maharaj. Why? Because it is considered, that he will be happy by getting that offering. We will offer something that we believe will make him happy. Here Shri Krishna is saying, offer me your deeds. So how should your deeds be? They should be ones that are liked by Shri Krishna. So if we do this introspection every time we do an action, whatever I am doing now, is this action going to be liked by Shri Krishna? When you are talking to somebody, whether you like the person, you don't like the person, the way I am talking to him, this is an action that is happening. Is that going to be like whatever deeds we are doing? Are tamabhyarcha, swakarmana tamabhyarcha. While we are offering all the deeds, tomorrow I cannot say, I will just, insult somebody and offer that deed. We cannot do that because it is not going to be like when we do puja, when we worship the God. What happens unconsciously? What is happening? See, we are picking up flowers. Unconsciously our hand goes to the best flower that is in the plate, and the best flower or the best leaf we'll offer to Shri Krishna. When in Ganpati we all make modaks, and when we are giving, so 21 modaks if somebody has to give, what we'll do, or we'll make many modaks because everybody in the house also has to eat. So after making all those modaks, we will select, these are best shape, best size, we'll give those to Shri Ganesha. So best of our deeds, best of our karma should be done so that all karma can be offered to the God. Swakarmana tamabhyarcha siddhim pindati manavaha. What we have to understand, manava, only humans can do that. Only humans can have the intellect to do that. Further, Shreyan swadharmo vigunah paradharmat swanushtitat swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. Very important. Similar shlok we have also seen in the 3rd chapter. Shreyan Swadharma. First entire pankti, first entire line is same. And then in the end it is Swadharmani Nidhanam Shreya. So what is the important point here that Shri Krishna is telling? Shreyan Swadharmo Viguna Paradharmat Swanushtitat. Our karma is the most important. We were talking about a soldier and a teacher. Now, if a teacher gets bored of teaching, says, I'm really bored, let me go and do something different. All of a sudden he decides to become a soldier. Will it work? It won't. He cannot hold the rifle. He'll be scared the moment. Only the soldier has the courage to fight on the borders. He will not have the courage to speak in front of the 100 students. That needs different type of courage. So whatever is your swadharma, whatever is your own duty, what is the meaning of swadharma? Our own dharma, our own action which is meant for us. That is the supreme one. That is the most correct, appropriate one for us. That is the best that we should do. But what other people's duty, that is not meant for us. It is not. And how is our own duty? Now sometimes engineers will feel they are doing their work, doctors are doing their work. A doctor cannot do engineer's work, but I've seen some doctors complaining, what job of engineer is so nice, just sit in one AC room, we have so much stress. But so he's seeing what dosha, he's seeing some shortcomings in his own karma. But irrespective of that, what is meant for him is the only correct thing for him, is the only right thing for him to do. His siddhi, his liberation is going to happen only by following what? His own dharma, his own karma. Shreyan swadharmo vigunah paradharmat svanushthitat swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilvisham. We all know a story from Mahabharata also. Swabhavaniyatam, how your how your nature is, according to that only your karma will be. If Arjun is, he was in the attire of Brihanlala, you already know that story. And then there was a situation where Uttam had to go, Prince Uttam had to go and have a battle with the Kauravas, and he was scared in the battlefield. But Arjun could not stop himself, because inside him what was there? He is a Kshatriya from within. He stopped Uttam. He said, I will help you. And he, with the help of Arjun, the entire battle was fought. We see this story in Mahabharata. Swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilvisham. See, we all see some people, have aquariums in their house. And suppose we want to give the best to our pet fishes, best food, best, best quality, hygiene, change the water in the aquarium, all that. Now, tomorrow you decide to upgrade that aquarium. And we decide, okay, we'll upgrade it. And let us put something more precious than water. What is more precious? What is considered more valuable than water? Milk. So tomorrow, will you pour milk in that? Forget about milk. Ghee. We all know ghee. Ghee is so much more costlier, so much more nutritious. But the thing that water can achieve, that cannot be achieved by ghee. So fish will not be able to stay in ghee, but it will stay in water. Tomorrow we cannot fill, even if we have sufficient ghee in the house, we will not fill an aquarium with ghee, right? Shreyan swadharmo, whatever is meant for us, that has to be pursued. Sahajam karma kaunteya sadoshamapi natyajet sarvarambha hi doshena dhumena agnirivavrataha. What Shri Krishna is telling here is very important. Sahajam karma kaunteya, the word sahaj. What is the meaning of sahaj? Ja, whenever a word ja is added, letter ja is added, it means born with. Pankaja means Pankaja, born, and Kichar, born, that is word for lotus. Janmaja. Pankaja, Atmaja. Atmaja is son, born from me. Atma, from myself, is my Atmaja. Atmaja, daughter. Atmaja, son. Like that, Sahajam, born with you. Inborn. Sahajam karma kaunteya. The karma that is born with you. So what? Something that you are born for. Sadosham api natyajit. It might have some flaws. Now, with our old Sant, we all have seen some stories, how Chokhamai, and they were not having any prestigious professions. Right, so we know Santa Tukaram. He also attained Siddhi. He had a shop. Normal life he used to live. While doing his entire karma only, he has achieved that Siddhi. There must have been some dosh in the sense. Sometimes we feel that this thing about my profession is not good. A teacher saying, I have to talk so much, my throat dries up. A cobbler all the time, mending shoes, touching anybody else's shoes, you will feel, oh wow, this is not a good job for me. Always, handling shoes. If he does it with a feeling, oh, I'm doing this for Paramatma. This is meant for me. I am going to do it for my Paramatma. The shoes that are coming to me, they are all, Paduka. If I think it as a Paduka and mend it, I will do my job very nicely. Not seeing a disorder, dosh, not seeing a disorder, not seeing a shortcoming in your own karma is what is important. Even if it has shortcoming according to you, even then, what is your job? You should continue with it. We are born as ladies. Sometimes we'll see people cribbing. I only have to do all the cooking in the house. I only have to do everything. Now, sometimes even men, why should I every time drive? But you're meant for it. If a mother is a mother, she's meant to be a mother. Even if it comes with a set of difficulties, even if it comes with a set of challenges, it is a karma that has come with the sahajam karma. So even if it is having shortcomings, or it appears as it is having shortcomings, we should follow it continuously. We should not leave it, natyajed. We should not leave it under any circumstances. Why? Because this karma itself is going to lead us to what? It is going to lead us to moksha. It is going to lead us to siddhi. It is going to lead us to a state of perfection. Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api natyajed. Tomorrow, if the soldiers start feeling there is a risk of life in my job, I will not do it. No, they will still do it. They will do it. They are born for it. They are born with that courage. They are born with the courage to fight with their enemies. They are born with the destiny to fight and protect their own country. Even though there is a risk in it, there is a challenge in it, they should not discard it. They should not disown it. Sarvarambha hi doshena Dhumenagnivavrataha. Here Shri Krishna is giving a very beautiful example. Fire is there, Dhumenagnivavrataha. Whenever there is fire, a fire by default will have smoke. Wherever there is fire, there is smoke. No matter where you try, it is not possible. So wherever something is burning, there will be smoke. Similarly, every work, sarvarambha hi doshena, just like how every fire is surrounded by smoke, every fire is having a blanket of smoke around it. Similarly, all the tasks, all the actions have a certain challenge, a set of disorders, a set of shortcomings around it. In spite of those, they should not be discarded. They should not be disowned. We should, why this is also important, we have to understand here, reading in between the lines, because then that becomes a habit of finding what? Shortcomings in your actions. So ultimately, if this habit comes, finding out disorders, finding out shortcomings in your deeds, finding out shortcomings in your rightful duties, then that becomes a habit. Some people start cribbing so much. Now, in the past, we have seen when there used to be big businesses and all, people used to take pride in saying, I've worked in this organization for 30 years, 40 years. My own mother, she's worked in her bank for around 30 years, 30, 35 years. And we all take pride in it. But now, immediately nowadays, what is the trend in IT, other departments? They say, oh, okay, I'm doing this job. The other job might be better. Here, this is only limited to some 20 lakh package. There it is much more better. So what happens? We start finding shortcomings in our own duties, and it becomes a habit. See, I'm not challenging that. This I'm only telling for the sake of example. With times things are changing, but this habit of finding shortcomings in what is meant for you, what actions are meant for you, itself is not going to lead us to that state of siddhi, to the state of perfection that we all have to understand. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigataspraha naishkarmya siddhim paramam sanyasena digachyati. Asakta buddhi sarvatra. Asakta buddhi, very important. How is asakta buddhi? Buddhi, we know it means intellect. Sarvatra asakta buddhi means in whatever you do, everywhere, our mind remains detached from whatever we are going to do. So suppose now you all are doing your work, but then immediately, suppose you work for some event, work for something. Oh, I didn't get that, appropriate respect that I got. Somebody's, you were so attached to everything that we do. Whatever we do, we are expecting some kind of honor that, somebody should praise us, somebody should, like us. Another thing, whatever are our possessions, we are so deeply attached to our possessions. This is mine, I will not give away, whether I'm using it or not using it, not being able to give up anything, because we are so attached to everything. But how are these people who are following their own duties appropriately and heading towards attaining a state of siddhi? They are asakta buddhi sarvatra. Everywhere they have a state of detachment. And jitatma vigataspraha. Jitatma, they have controlled everything. They don't get, fazed by anything around them. So if something unfavorable happens, if something unfavorable is coming in their lives or coming in the way of their work, they will not get unfazed with it. They will not get fazed with it. They will not get disturbed with it. And how this has happened? Jitatma, they are in complete control. And because they are not attached to anything and they are in complete control of their senses, they are not going to get affected by anything. And when a task is done with this kind of feeling, what will happen? Naishkarmya siddhim paramam sanyasena digacchati. Naishkarmya siddhim. What is the meaning of this Naishkarmya siddhi? We all have to understand very nicely. This is an important one. This is one of the state that one attains by what? Continuously following their own actions, by doing their actions selflessly with a state of detachment. Whatever the actions are done, then what comes is the Naishkarmya siddhi. Naishkarmya siddhi means without doing an action, the action is being done by me. Now you will say, what is this? The person doesn't have a sense of me being doing the action. However, the action is being done and there is no sense of the action being done. For instance, we see sun. Now we say the sun is rising, the sun is setting, right? But actually it is just standing at one place. We are the one rotating around it. But when the sun is rising, when the sun is setting according to us also, what is happening? The actions are being done, the flowers are blossoming, and the life is being sustained on earth. So much is happening. But the sun will not have that ego of it being done. It is being done by him, but even after doing anything, he is not the actual doer. He will not take that credit of having done. God is like that. He is the one who is responsible for everything that is happening around us, but he actually is not the doer. So that kind of Naishkarmya siddhi, the freedom from what? Freedom from the sense of action, freedom from action. This is a very supreme state. Paramam siddhi. This is a supreme state of what? The freedom from having done anything, the freedom from action. Attaining the supreme state of freedom from action is Naishkarmya siddhi. This term is going to be used further also with reference to this. Certain further shlokas are there, so we have to understand this is the state. The state of, for example, we have to remember how things happen with sun. Paramsiddhi sannyasena. We have to all understand that how this entire thing is happening without we being doing it. This is all happening. A human should understand this, that when something is being done, we are doing it with such high level of detachment that we attain this Naishkarmya siddhi. We cannot be sons. We cannot be sons at that point of time. So we can attain that state how? By having asakta buddhi, by having a detached intellect, and jitatma vikataspra, by having a controlled mind. Then only we can achieve this. So whenever we do some certain things around us, immediately, nowadays WhatsApp status, immediately, even cooking for your own family, it comes with so much attachment, so much praise is required that 200 people should see that you have done that for your family, and then only people are happy. Then that sense of satisfaction of cooking is coming for many people. No, that shouldn't be like jitatma vikataspra, sakta buddhi sarvatra. No sense of attachment to what we have done. We want everybody to appreciate, everybody to know that even small action of cooking has become such a graceful thing nowadays, that it has to be shown to people. That kind of people, it is going to be very difficult to attain Naishkarmya Siddhi. So we have to understand small. See, these are all concepts which are going to gradually come in life. This is all not going to happen in one day. Slowly we have to reach there. But until and unless we know where we have to reach, can we reach there? No, that is why we have to understand all these concepts. Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodhame समासेनैव कौन्तेय तिष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या पराम्. Now, in the last few sessions, we have seen the karma, action, and 3 types of karma. And we had also discussed how all the actions that we do should be in the direction of being sattvic karma, isn't it? Why we should be doing actions? We had discussed one thing, that action is a means to attain chitta shuddhi. Means what? To attain a sense of pure soul, a pure state of perfection. Every action you do is a means to do that. You all are learning Bhagavad Gita. You all are learning beautiful shlokas. Why? You are doing that for a certain purpose of getting peace. We all are doing actions. You're being a perfect mother. But ultimately, these actions, the deep meaning of karma is to do, deep purpose of doing all the karma, all the actions is to attain a pure soul and pure state of action. Now this chitta shuddhi, chitta you all understand is the soul, shuddhi, making it pure. All you can do that only by doing actions. Just sitting at one place and doing nothing is not going to result in chitta shuddhi, because whatever state you are in, you will remain in that state. You will not, there will be no sense of upliftment, there will be no progress. Only by doing actions we can do that progress, isn't it? So action is a means of attaining that chitta shuddhi, that purifying our own soul we can attain only by doing actions. Now in this entire process of doing the action, one has to have a complete state of detachment. Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodhame samasenaiva kaunteya nishtha jnanasya ya para. So till now what we have seen? We have seen how the actions should be done. We have also understood that these are the ways of purifying our own soul. And after that, when they are done with a certain level of detachment, with certain level of control, then comes a state where there are no desires left. How we will do the actions? Like a mother. When this entire understanding comes, most of you are parents here. So, but those who are not parents will also understand this feeling. Bringing up children, with a state, with an expectation that they will, take care of me in old age. Another thing is, I want to give a good citizen to my country. No matter what, I have to do my duty as a parent. What duty the child will do, that is left to the child. So there are 2 ways of doing the same action. When you are doing it without a set of expectation, that is the one that is going to purify your soul and ultimately going to lead you to an upliftment. So by doing these actions in a detached way, what will happen? We'll reach a state where there are no desires that are left. And after that state where no desires are left, we have seen it was Naishkarmya Siddhi. Gradually we come to a point that I am just doing my duty as a parent. What further is going to happen is not in my hands. I am just doing the duty as a parent. Now slowly, you become so fulfilled by doing the duty that you attain the Naishkarmya Siddhi, which we discussed earlier. Now from that stage, we have to attain a final stage, which is Nishtha Jnanasya ya para, a state of understanding your own soul, Atma Bodh. See, ultimate goal, the penultimate goal is Atma Bodh, attaining the knowledge of Atma. So this journey from having a Naishkarmya Siddhi till getting the Atma Bodh. Now who has Atma Bodh? Great saints. We have been talking about saints not only in this session, in other Vivechan sessions, everywhere. We hear so much about saints, those who have attained the ultimate level of knowledge, ultimate Atma Bodh, we have seen that this journey is also having certain states. What are those states? What are those, how those, that distance from Naishkarmi Siddhi to Atma Bodh, to attain that ultimate moksha, what are the states in between, that Shri Krishna has told in the further shlokas. So from the Naishkarmi Siddhi, we are heading towards where? We are trying to head our understanding where? Siddhim prapto yatha brahma, to attain that absolute eternal state of knowledge. How this is going to happen is going to be discussed in further 3 shlokas. Now these concepts are also discussed in the 6th chapter. 6th chapter Atma Sanyam Yoga. These are briefly discussed. Here also Shri Krishna describes how those actions from Naishkarma Siddhi till Atma Bodh, how a person progresses. The next 3 shlokas, very beautiful shlokas. The concepts are already discussed a little bit. We'll go through all of them. Buddhya vishuddhaya yukto dhrityatmananniham yacha shabdadin vishayans tyaktva ragadveshau vyudasya cha vivikta sevi lagvashi yatavakkaya manasaha dhyana yoga paro nityam vairagyam samupashritaha ahankaram balandalpam kamam krodham parigraham vimuchya nirmamah shanto brahma bhuyaya kalpate. These are the different characteristics that Shri Krishna has told about whom? About the people who have attained the Siddhi. Okay, now till now how Shri Krishna has been guiding us. This is what one should do. This is Sattvic, this is Rajasic, this is Tamasic, this is what you should try to avoid, this is what you should try to do, this is what is best to be done. This kind of guidance we have got throughout. Now in these further 3 shlokas, what Shri Krishna is telling, what are the characteristics of Siddha people? What are the characteristics of those perfected human beings? Okay, and now here he is not telling this is what you have to do. He is just telling the characteristics. So he's building up a picture of that perfected being, perfect human being, perfect saint who has attained all Siddhi. So only when we know what is the perfect, we can start working towards it. So here Shri Krishna is not telling what has to be done, but what is the penultimate goal. Now how we will attain it, that is left to us. We have seen that in further chapter. Let us see what are the characteristics that are described in these 3 shlokas. In these 3 shlokas, these characteristics are going to be acting as what? Guidelines for the sadhaks like us. We are all aiming for that ultimate liberation. These are going to act as the guidelines. This is where we have to ultimately reach. Now, when you are reading this, always remember, this is where we have to reach. We cannot compare our current state with these characters. Okay. First thing that Shri Krishna says is, Buddhya vishuddhaya yukta. So, buddhya vishuddhaya, first thing is the buddhi should be right. The intellect has to be correct. Everything is working around it. Everything is working with the means of it. The buddhi, there are different types of buddhi also we have seen. How this buddhi should be the one of the perfected being, what kind of buddhi he has. His buddhi is pure. Buddhya vishuddhaya yukto. His intellect is pure. It is free of any malice, any selfishness, most importantly, free of what? Desires. Vishuddha buddhi means it is not going to think, let me do this because I want to achieve this. No, what is my duty? That much I will do. No desire. I want more. This can be achieved more. No, whatever is meant to be done, that much will be done with what? A very clear, a very good intent. Then dhrityatmananniyam yacha. Now we have seen what is dhriti. In the previous sessions, we have seen what is dhriti. Dhriti is that power of conviction to complete a particular task. So dhrityatmanam niyamyacha, his complete is in full control such that even in presence of any kind of stimulus, his mind will not get toppled. So we decide how is our dhriti. We are on dieting. And one cake comes up, birthday cake. Eat little bit, it's okay. One day, 2 rounds extra walking we'll do. Rajgulla will come. Okay, now YouTube, we want to search on YouTube Vivechans, we have to see Pravachan or Swamiji want to see, but some YouTube short comes. The eyes will say, okay, 1 or 2 shots, 30-second video. It's okay, let us see. That kind of dhriti, no. How is the dhriti of the Siddha people? Dhrityat manan niyamyacha is in complete control. And when we are saying the dhriti, we are not only saying about food, every action. I described very small actions here, but every action is what? A controlled one. Last year I had an opportunity to go to Rishikesh, and really while doing their own job also I've seen some people have that ultimate way of working. How controlled they can be even with their own businesses. I'll tell you about these examples after we see the next characteristics. Shabdadin vishayans tyaktva. Shabdadi. Shabda adi means shabda etc. We say etc etc. Adi means etc. Here Shabdadi means 5 basically things. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. All the 5 senses. These are what Vishay means, subjects of interest of our sense organs. These are different subjects of our sense organs. Shabdadins Vishayans Tyaktva means not getting engrossed. Our entire life is running around enjoyment of all these subjects, Eyes. Now you all are very good sadhaks, you all are very disciplined sadhaks, you will not have craze for movies and all, but in the younger generation we've seen first day, first show, such dhriti to have that first day, first show. You all are not like that. I'm talking about other people. And immediately food. Now, human beings are the only creatures who eat even when they are not hungry. So, food, for Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, these 5 all is Shabda for the speech. No matter what, some people just can't stop talking. Even when there is nothing to talk something. There is nothing to talk. I should say something. How can I be quiet? This feeling we have seen so many people have, isn't it? Irrespective of whether they have something worth talking or not, they will want to talk. This is a subject of tongue, of our mouth. Sparsha, unnecessarily, everywhere we want to go. Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all these things, our entire life is, revolving around it. A small tongue we have. God has given us a small tongue. Entire day is going in, how many recipes one is cooking to satisfy that one small tongue. So all our actions are going in enjoyment of, all our actions are getting dedicatedly towards it. But the Siddha people are not like this. We are seeing the life of what? Perfect sadhak, who is not interested in this. Now see, to become that, what we'll have to do, we'll have to put rules, we'll have to do dieting, we'll have to do dieting of eyes also, dieting of ears also, we'll have to do everything, every diet we'll have to control. But for these sadhaks, this is not required because they are not interested. No matter what comes in that dhrityat manam niyami, they are not interested. If anything comes also, they do not get toppled by all this. They are not interested. So they don't even need any rules around it. So effortlessly they can give up everything. So that kind of emotion they have. I was telling you about this special man I met in Rishikesh. Now he was running a shop. And when we went to buy certain things, he was not uttering a word, not even uttering a single word. So whatever you want, he will just ask me. And he was continuously doing jap in his mind. And I never thought such people can exist. I'm not saying you all do that, but that kind of dhriti throughout, we were there in that shop for around half an hour. Whatever we were telling, he was only listening and doing. No reactions, nothing. I was so surprised. He's running his entire business with that Mounrat only. So beautifully, people can, controlled life they can live and yet attain their full businesses. I saw with that man. So this kind of, control, and this kind of control over not talking unnecessarily. We end up talking so much, "Arey, ye dikhao, ye acha nahi hai." Who has asked? But still we were making comments. But this fellow, the moment I say, no, this is not what I need, he will take out another thing. He will just do his action. So beautifully he was doing his duties. I was very impressed. I was reminded of him when I read this shloka. The next characteristic Shri Krishna tells is Raga Dvesho Vidasya cha, completely free of all kind of attachment, Raga Dvesha, anger and hatred. Worst, angry, we get angry for such small things. Oh, they are getting their daughter married, I didn't get an invitation card. Whether there must have been some reason, some limitation, no, but we have to get angry. Raga, Desha, Vidasya, we should be free from all these. This is a sadhak, a siddha purush is free from all these things. And attachment, so much attachment we have. Immediately, small things, small thing that you like, all of a sudden is lost. I am missing it. This missing is so profound in this new generation nowadays. Everywhere missing the pets, missing their everything, small things. I'm missing it. What missing it? So much attachment. We have to try to reduce that to attain that siddhi. Vivikta Sevi loves to be, see, there are two means of it. Liking, lives in what? Pious places, pavitra places, or living in solitude, ekanta, alone. Living in solitude is Vivikta Sevi. Now, Swamiji says, ekanta is sabse bada tirtha hai. Means ekanta is the biggest pilgrimage one can have. So we think about going to pilgrimages. Ekanta, being in solitude, can be a type of pilgrimage. That kind of emotion a Siddha Purush will have. Lagvashi eats very less, very sattvic food. Lagvashi, his diet is very less, very limited, very less. And how is it? It is sattvic. So I heard in Pravachan once, Swamiji was telling about Gurudev Raodeo, who had not eaten for 14 years. And we cannot live for 14 years, forget about 14 days, 14 hours also we can't stay. There is something called intermittent fasting, new fad. It's not fad, it's very effective, I've heard, but intermittent fasting, people find it so difficult. 10 hours, 12 hours of fasting, our Siddha Purush, our sadhus, for years together, they can stay without food. Gurudev Raodeo used to say, once somebody had asked, how can you stay without food for such a long time? He says, there are many different sources of energy that a body can tap. But that is not possible for you. That is possible for me. That kind of siddhi they have. We are talking about great people. This is not for us at the moment. But ultimately, this is not for the novice sadhak like us. However, that is where the penultimate sadhak has to reach. Yata vakkaya manasaha. Control of speech. Kaya manasa, control of what? Speech, body and mind. Everything control. I was telling you about so much control one has to have to even not speak unnecessary. Controlled mind, controlled body, controlled speech is a characteristics of great Siddha Purush. And Dhyana Yoga Paramparo Nityam. Dhyana Yoga Paro Nityam. Here, Dhyana Yoga, continuously in a state of Dhyan. How that will happen? By achieving Yatavakkaya Manasa. These two are interrelated. Yatavakkaya Manasa, controlling your mind, body and speech. If we can control that, we will be in a state of Dhyan. If you are in a state of Dhyan, the first one automatically happens. All the three, these both are what? Dependent on each other, interdependent. What is the meaning of Dhyan? Pratyeki ekatanata is Dhyan, means focusing your mind on one thing. When we do Dhyan, focusing your mind on Sri Krishna. So Krishna, 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 while doing Krishna, Krishna, all of a sudden you remember something else. While doing Krishna Krishna, oh, I have to cook food. We are doing Krishna Krishna Krishna. How long have I been doing Krishna? That also is a disturbing thought. Then there the dhyan breaks. But Siddha Purush is in dhyan constantly, continuously, without any interruption. Vairagyam samupashrataha. Vairagyam. What is Vairagyam? Vairagya is completely detached from everything. Freedom of mind is basically Vairagya. We all have to try to achieve that Vairagya. And Swamiji says Vairagya se maitri kar lo, means we should have friendship with Vairagya. Some people, feel so, Vairagya is not, wearing all that orange and this thing, no, but having us being detached is basically Vairagya. Vairagyam samupashrataha. And then ahankaram balandarpam kayam kamam krodham parigraham vimuchya nirmamashanto brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Very important. Ahankaram balandarpam. Ahankar, Yaneshwar Maharaj says, is the commander of all the disorders. He is the one who, the leader of all the disorders. He will come, he will bring everybody else with him. That is how Ahankar is. What is Ahankar? Being too much ego, holding on. I am the one who did it. Now Ahankar is not only of, wealth and everything. Ahankar can be of good things also. I have learned so many shlokas. Nobody else can do. That is also Ahankar. I, every time. So we have to be very cautious. Ahankar is not only for negative things, wealth or other things. It can be for too much of good things also. We have to control that emotion. And when Ahankar is controlled, all other things already automatically get controlled. Bala. Ahankaram balandarpam kamam krodham parikrama. We have to stay away from all this. We already know. Bala. Unnecessary use of strength should not be there. We should not be having that ego of being very strong. Darpa, kama, darpa. Darpa is darpa, and then kama, krodha. All these are what following ahankar are all disorders. We have learned about them earlier also. Kama, krodha. Kama is desire. Krodha, anger. When our desires are not getting controlled, then what will happen? We end up getting angry, isn't it? We get angry with what? The action of not having a fulfilled desire. I wanted this, I didn't get it. And then the anger comes, and then it leads to many other things. So that is what happens. We have to avoid. We have to avoid what? Kama, krodha, darpa. Darpa is similar to ahankar, abhiman. All these things we have to avoid. And then what happens? Nirmama, shanta. What happens? Okay, nirmama. Nirmama, this word also one should understand. It is, in Hindi, nirmam, they say nirmam. Nirmam is, the one who is not having any sympathy for anybody. Here it is not like nirmama. Here means one who doesn't have a sense of pride of, this is mine, this is yours. No, that too much sense of mineness. Nirmama. Mama. The mama here is mine. The one who doesn't have that feeling of everything being mine, this, mine, that, the absence of that feeling is being nirmama. And how that person is, when everything, vimuchya, when we leave all these things, then what happens? We become shant. A sense of peace will come. And Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Okay, how it will be, that person will be, he will become indistinct from Brahma. Now, these all characteristics from ahankara, which we discussed, ahankara, kama, krodha, darpa, everything, these are all enemies of person who is trying to attain some kind of siddhi or some kind of perfection. When all these enemies are defeated, then the next level of yoga is achieved. What is that next level of yoga? That is becoming peaceful. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Brahma bhutah prasannatma nashochati nakangshati samah sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktil labhate param. Brahma bhutah prasannatma. When a person who attains this is always happy. See, we are seeking pleasures in all other these, subjects. Sometimes, there is this mood swings. I feel happy when I eat chocolate, all these things. We are seeking pleasures in something external. But when we understand and experience the beauty, the bliss, the peace that our spirituality gives, all these things become so small. They become so, insignificant. The Vishaya that we were talking about, these subjects will become very insignificant. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Once you attain that sense of peace, that sense of happiness, then Nashochati na Kangshati. No matter what is happening around them, they will not cry, they will not have any further desire. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu. They see what? Samata in everybody. There is no feeling this is the enemy, I will not help him. No, those complications are not there in their lives. Everything, there is samatva buddhi, there is a sense of oneness. Madbhaknil labhate param. What will such people attain? Such people, finally, what they attain is a penultimate devotion towards me. Mat bhaktil. They will attain what? They will attain the devotion towards the God himself. Mat bhakti labhate. That is the ultimate thing. And once we attain that, no matter what, the ananda, the happiness that one achieves with that is completely different, indescribable happiness. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanyashchasmi tatvatah tato man tatvato jñātva vishate tadanantaram. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. All those people, how? By the help of devotion, the one who tries to understand the God. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. See, there is a difference in knowing and knowing tattvataha. We have discussed this earlier also. So we all know what that my name is Shraddha. You know me. I am so and so living in Bhagyanagar doing such and such things. That is knowing. But tattvataha, who will know? The one who are constantly living with me. People in my house, my family members, they are the one who will know me tattvata. How is she? Does she get angry? All those things they will know. Somebody, we know God, but who will understand God? Who is continuously in touch with the God. So to know somebody, we have to stay with them. To know somebody tattvata, to know somebody by their own nature, by essence. Okay, in detail, by their principle, understanding somebody by essence, by principle, you have to stay with them. You have to be in continuous touch with them. Okay, somebody who is talking to you daily. So in the class, you meet so many people, 60, 70 people in a class, 40, 50 people in some class. They know each other. But if they want to know each other more, they will talk more to each other. Then if they are staying in the same state, then they will try to know each other more and more. Ultimately, they will understand each other. Similarly, bhaktya mama abhijanati. Only one who knows me, who is in touch with me, who is continuously in touch with me, will get to know me. How? Tattvataha, by principle, by essence, they will understand me. This is very important. How to be in touch with the God all the time? By doing actions and offering those actions to Shri Krishna. Now, tato man tattvato jñātva vishate tadanantaram. Tato man tattvato jñātva. To understand him by essence, then what happens? They enter me. So this is the penultimate state that we are talking about. The union with the Brahma, union with the God. He enters that ultimate Brahma. So first we have to, so it's a long process, First offer the karma. That way you will be in touch with God. Then I'll get those qualities within you. Then you will gradually, you will get into a state where you will be able to understand God and finally be united with the God. Sarva karmanyapi sada kurvano madvyapashrayah matprasadadavapnoti shashvatam padamavyayam. Very beautiful shlok. Sarva karmanyapi sada. All the actions, always, whatever actions they are doing, kurvano madvyapashrayah, by they were all offered to whom? Shri Krishna. And when that is done as a prasad, we go to temple, do puja, we get prasad back. Isn't it simple principle? Everybody understand. By worshipping God with our actions. This is also puja. This is also worship. By doing this worship with our actions, what we'll get? Mat prasada davapnoti. What we will get as prasad? You will get shashvatam padam avyayam, a state, an eternal state of a God which is completely indestructible. It is not going to padam avyayam. It cannot be destroyed. A complete unison. How Dhruv had got. With his complete bhakti, with his devotion towards Lord, what he had got is a unison with God. You do your work as a king, rule the king, but ultimately what he got was that Shashvat. The Shashvat means which is eternal. That eternal unison he could attain with Lord Vishnu. So whatever you are offering, you offer it. Now by offering, see, we also offer when we are doing puja, we'll put water and say, otherwise orally, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu, we will say here and then see, oh, I should have not got the credit of what we did. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu, but I don't know how the Vivechan went. Then that is not going to help. From the heart, from within that entire offering should be, once it is given, then it should not be coming back. It should not be thought about. So that kind of devotion, not just offering, saying Shri Krishna Arpanamastu and still thinking about it, taking classes and then expecting results around it. No, once given, forgetting about it. From the depth of the heart, that kind of offering should be. Sarva karmanyapi sada kurvano madvyapashaya mat prasadat. See, by doing these actions, Shri Krishna is going to be, the God is going to be happy with you, and that ultimate position we all are going to get. Chetasa sarva karmani mai sanyasya matparaha buddhi yoga mapashritya machitta satatam bhava. Chetasa sarva karmani. All the actions, when all these actions are taking refuge into what? Into Shri Krishna. By the God's grace, everything is going to, machitta satatam bhava. Always in unison with the God, this person is going to be. Chetasa sarva karmani mai sanyasya matparaha. And mai sanyasya matparaha, all the actions, always, whatever is being done is going to be offered to Shri Krishna, to the God. And machitta satatam. Now, this is very beautiful shloka actually. So all the actions are with me. Everything is with that entire sense of doing is going. Buddhi yoga mupashritya. And ultimate, so whatever we are talking about, the ultimate goal that is being achieved in this particular case. And what happens further? Now, after this, getting this particular abode, what Shri Krishna has told about, and after getting the appropriate siddhi that Shri Krishna has been telling, there is a small warning also that Shri Krishna is giving us over here. What is that warning? Matta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi. Ath chetvam ahankaran nashroshyasi vinangshasi. When machitta sarva durgani, even when you are fixing the entire mind on me, the warning is coming in the next shloka. Here what Shri Krishna is saying, machitta sarva durgani mat prasada tarishasi. When we are doing all our actions, there are going to be some or the other obstacles, right? By fixing my mind upon, by fixing your mind upon me, whatever obstacles will come in your task, that will be what? Taken care of by whom? By Shri Krishna. Mat prasadat tarishyasi will be taken care of Shri Krishna. You will be able to sail through because of whom? Shri Krishna's grace. Because of the prasad of Shri Krishna, you are going to sail through. And then what happens? Atha chetvam ahankaran. Nashroshyasi vinangshasi. Nashroshyasi vinangshasi. Athate tvamahankaran. If you are free from the ego, then you will not, you will not fear anything. You will hear from within. See, when we are, assured that Shri Krishna is with us, Machitta Sarva Durgani. When in the previous shloka, what Shri Krishna says, Chetasa Sarva Karmani. When the mind is fixed on Shri Krishna, and all the actions are done by fixing the mind on Shri Krishna, all there is no discrimination, and there is no fear of anything. Always your mind will be fixed on Shri Krishna, on God. And when action is done with this kind of thing, with this kind of fixture of mind on God himself, then all the obstacles will be taken care of by the God himself. Atha chetvam ahankaran. You will not have any ego. If you don't have any ego, then you will understand. You will be able to hear me. Now, if I am in that continuous state where I know I am the doer, I am having that ahankar, I am the one who is doing, then we will not be able to hear that little voice within us who is trying to guide us. We have seen in the 13th chapter also, we've seen how the Atma Tattva within us is guiding us. Okay, everywhere from a state of me, we give that entire control goes in the hand of the God which is residing in that Ansha, the fraction of God which is residing in me. That the voice is telling you something, and if your mind is fixed on the God, this voice will be heard. Shroshyasi vinangshasi. Nashroshyasi vinangshasi. You will be able to, sail through everything. You will be able to perish. And further, what Shri Krishna says next is, he is telling, however, Yada hankaram ashritya nayotsya iti manyase mithyesha vyavasayaste prakritistvam nihokshati. If you take refuge in what? In the ego, in ahankar, if you start believing I am the one who is doing everything, nayotsya, will not fight. Okay, now what is happening? What had happened to Arjun? He was saying, I am not going to fight. I will not be taking this battle. They are all. Why he was doing that? Because he was thinking he is the one who is doing the fighting. He is the one who is doing that action. But that was not the case. He was meant to do, that was his action. So this entire ego that you are fighting, you are doing this battle, you have to leave. Unnecessarily, if you think that you will not fight, it is in vain. Your resolve is in vain. Why? Because even if you think that you are not going to fight, your prakriti, your nature will be coming in between. Prakriti sutvam niyokshasi. Even if you decide to run away now from the battlefield, because Shri Krishna is telling this to Arjun, Yada ahankara mashritya, because of that ego that you are having, if you feel that I will not do this battle, I will run away, all this is vain. Why? Because your nature is going to compel you. Nature is going to compel you to do what? Nature is going to compel you to come and have this battle. So here Shri Krishna is telling what you will be compelled to fight. See, if somebody who's as we saw the example of Lila, we have also seen one small story in Mahabharata. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little more extra time, and but a few minutes just. We have seen when all these Pandavas were in Ajñatavas, and they were they were disguised as Brahmins, and they went to a particular event hosted by whom? Drupad. Now when they saw that this Drupad king, he saw that there are these Brahmins, but he had a doubt, what is their real nature. He had arranged a new exhibition. He arranged an exhibition where there was something for everyone, books, and weapons and everything was there. Then he saw these people are, dressed up as Brahmins, but they're not looking like Brahmins. So in this exhibition, Drupadi observed what do they do? The moment they enter, now if they were Brahmins, they would have been attracted to what? Bookstalls. But they immediately went to weapons and started discussing, oh, this is a weapon I have not seen, this weapon I have not seen. So Prakriti, their nature, the same thing is saying, Swabhavajena, their nature, will bring him back. So this warning, no, you have to come out of this ego. This is the warning. You have to come out of your ego, because there is no point thinking about all this. Your Prakriti is going to bring you back and compel you to do your duties. Swabhavajena kaunteya nibaddhasvena karmana. Your swabhav, your nature is going to what? Is going to bind you with what? Your own karma. Kartunnechasi yanmohat karishyasya vashopitat. So what is happening here? Swabhavajena kaunteya nibaddhasvena karmanam kartunnechasi yanmohat karishyasya vashopitat. What will happen? No matter how much you decide, I will not fight. Swabhavajena kaunteya, with your swabhav, you are so bound by your swabhav that you will end up doing this, your own karma. Kartun nechasi, even if you decide that you don't want to do, what will happen? You will be compelled to do. You will be helpless, and you will now what? And why he is refusing? Yan mohat, because of a delusion that I am doing it. What is that delusion? Ahankar is the delusion. Because of that delusion, he is saying, I will not be able to do it. He's been, but you will be helpless in front of what? Your own nature, and you will be compelled to do so. Further, what Shri Krishna says are very beautiful, very important shlokas also. We will see them in the next session. Sorry, we extended the time, but so 78, very long the chapter, so we have to complete a certain number of shlokas also, so that the next time also we can enjoy all the important shlokas nicely. With all that remaining discourse, we will try to understand all the shlokas in the next session. This entire conversation that we had today, I offer in the feet of Swami Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj and Shri Krishna also. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Nasti matri sama chaya, nasti matri sama gatihi, nasti matri samam tradam, nasti matri sama priya. Thank you so much, Matri Rupert, respected Didi, for the beautiful and enlightening session. Jai Shri Krishna, we are happy to announce that the new L1 batch of Geeta Pariwar has already begun, and registrations are still open. This is a wonderful opportunity to start the divine journey of learning Bhagavad Gita in a simple and beautiful way. Interested participants are warmly welcome to join and also share this opportunity with family and friends. No worries, Didi will clear all your doubts in the next session. Heartfelt thanks to our respected speaker, Shraddha ji Raodeo Didi, for the beautiful and enlightening vision. Your words beautifully explained the divine message of Bhagavad Gita and touched everyone's heart deeply. We are truly grateful for your valuable guidance and inspiring thoughts, filled with divine wisdom and inspiration. Special thanks to Rasmi Mate Didi for smoothly handling the technical seva with dedication and perfection. And sincere gratitude to all the dear sadhakas for your active participation, discipline and devotional presence and throughout the session. Jai Shri Krishna. Let us all join together with gratitude in our heart, and now with great devotion and heartfelt reverence, let us invite Rasmi Mate Didiji from Thane for the sacred prayer, a dedicated commerce faculty trainer by profession. She beautifully balances wisdom with creativity through her hobbies of music and sketching. Academically accomplished with BCom, CA Inter and ICWA Inter, she is rendering remarkable services in Geeta Pariwar as co-trainer, technical assistant, Vivechan vertical head, proofreading head, trainers Drona training program Sevika, newsletter team member, and many more divine responsibilities. She has been associated with Geeta Pariwar since April 2021, spreading the light of Geeta with complete dedication and seva bhav. Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
जय श्री कृष्ण. योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. ॐ श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
Thanks, Didi. The prayer truly connected every heart to Sri Krishna's lotus feet. Thank you so much, Didi, for the beautiful and soulful prayer. मंगल भावना अमंगल हारी द्रवहु सुदशरथ अजीर बिहारी. Now I, Priyanka Tiwari, take your leave with heartfelt gratitude. We shall meet again in the next divine session of Bhagavad Gita. And now it is time to immerse ourselves in devotion through the sacred chanting of Sri Hanuman Chalisa. Let us all join together with full faith and bhakti. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Shri Krishna.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया. सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना. तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु. प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते. राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना. आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै. सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै. चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे. अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा. तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई. और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई. जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा. तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा. पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय.
We will meet in next session. Jai Shri Krishna.